Okay, so let's just talk about this story for a second. Recently, The Hollywood Reporter came out with a story alleging that Warner Brothers and HBO Max are in early talks to develop a Harry Potter TV series. And naturally, the whole internet exploded, but for different reasons. Because some people were obviously very happy about this news, while other people not so much. But this headline obviously doesn't give you the whole story. Or I mean, the headline kinda is the whole story. There isn't really much to this story. All of what this story is based off is some executives having meetings with some writers. My first thoughts when I saw this was, well, great, but also, of course they are. There isn't really much to this story. All it really is some executives at Warner Brothers having some preliminary meetings with writers about maybe doing a Harry Potter series. And this really shouldn't come as news to anyone. Harry Potter is one of the most profitable franchises. Of course Warner Brothers wants to do more with it. I bet Warner Brothers has been looking at Disney and seeing what they've been doing with Star Wars and The Mandalorian and now with Marvel and WandaVision and thinking, could we possibly do something similar? Because these shows have obviously been very, very popular. And Warner Brothers and HBO obviously wants their own version of that success. So it's no wonder that they are having meetings about doing a Harry Potter series. I really think it was only a matter of time before that would happen. I think Warner Brothers with the Harry Potter series is kind of in the same place as Lucasfilm and Disney was with the Star Wars films. The last couple of Star Wars films weren't that well received. But then with The Mandalorian, Star Wars fever suddenly rose again. I mean, everyone loves The Mandalorian. And I think Warner Bros. Are trying to replicate that with the Harry Potter universe. The Fantastic Beasts movies haven't been that great, but maybe what they need is a TV series. And I think a Harry Potter TV series could be great. But one of the reasons I've heard why people aren't too happy about this is that they don't want the story from the Harry Potter books to be remade this soon. And I do kind of think it's a valid critique, but also it really isn't. Because this story is just that they're in early talks to develop a Harry Potter TV series. Nowhere has it been said that this is definitely gonna be that story, the story about Harry Potter. When they say a Harry Potter series, it could just as well be about some other character in the wizarding world. This could very well be a story about the Marauders, James and Sirius and Lupin and Peter, or it could be a story about the founders of Hogwarts. We have no idea, but I personally wouldn't mind a remake of the Harry Potter story. I think a TV series really is the best way to do that story justice. There's so much missing from the movies that I just really love to see in a TV series. And now that all the books have come out, they have a much better chance of making a cohesive story. The movies really show that they had no idea where it was gonna end when they made the first movies. But I've kind of been thinking about this remake thing, and I don't think they're gonna do that this soon. Because the 8 Harry Potter movies are still very popular and people still pay to watch those. So if they made a TV series with the same story, they'd kind of render the movies obsolete. Why would you go back and watch the old Harry Potter movies if they'd made a new, better version of the story? But honestly, if they could make a Harry Potter show with the same level of care and quality as with the His Dark Materials show, I would be all over that. That would be the dream. I really, really want that. But this Harry Potter series obviously isn't coming out anytime soon. In that Hollywood Reporter story, they even have a statement from Warner Brothers and HBO where they very clearly say there are no Harry Potter series in development at the studio or on the streaming platform. And this obviously makes sense. They aren't really developing a series right now. They're just in early talks. My guess is they're probably meeting with some different writers who are then coming up with a treatment for a possible version of the Harry Potter show. And then they're gonna choose one of those treatments and then work on that. So it's probably gonna take years before we're actually going to see this Harry Potter series. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Just to summarize, there is definitely gonna be a Harry Potter series at some point. But we have no idea what it's gonna be about, and we have no idea when it's gonna be out. But what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility of a Harry Potter series? And what would you like the show to be about? Please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, why not leave a like on the video and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want more videos from me. But that's pretty much all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and so long.